Alright, 100 spoke riders, y'all. And today's project is steering wheel. I just got my, just went to AutoZone and picked old style looking wood grain Grant. So let me get this over here. That's the installation kit. And that's my steering wheel. I've had a lot of Grant steering wheels. In the 17 years I've been doing this. Different Grant steering wheel every time. I've never had this one before. In the past, I didn't know. I've seen the picture. I didn't really like it because I thought the wood was too dull. But I think it'll go good with the inside of my car because it's old and dull looking. Also, steering wheel puller. Man, I've had this thing for probably 15 years. So this is I'm gonna cut this. I'm not gonna show you every little detail. I'll in order to pull the steering wheel off, there is 2 bolts, one on one side, one on the other side. You pull the bolts off, pull the cover off, and that's the first step. Okay, after you pull, there's 2 from the back side. There's 2 screws, 7mm little screws that I pulled off. And I'm just gonna pull this wire off here. Alright, next step is you just take this little nut off. I loosen it up with a crescent wrench. You pull this off, and next step is you put that tool on it. That's pretty much how it goes on there, like that. Alright, this is pretty much how the steering wheel remover tool works. I do have a problem because one of my bolts is missing. I thought this was the right bolt, but this bolt has a different thread pattern than the other bolt. So I really only have one way. This is not the really proper way to do it. I'm gonna try to see if it'll still pull it with one. If not, I'm gonna have to go see if I can find another bolt somewhere. I just found out there is no way in hell you can do this with only one bolt on one side, because the whole thing will just keep kicking sideways on you. I did luck out and I found a bolt in my big bucket of bolts I have in the garage. It just so happens to thread in there, and it just so happens to almost be the same bolt that I need. So this one ain't worth nothing. I don't know why that was in my kit. There it is. That's simple. You know, there's the puller. There's the old wheel off. There's the new wheel. Oh yeah, very important. You want that horn button. Don't cut off of there like most crazy people do, and then you ain't got no horn. Slip this on like that. There was also a ring way down there. I put that ring on. That came with the installation kit too. And you see it says on there, it's hard to see, but it says top A and there's a top B. I'm hoping it's top A. My wheels are straight. Okay, in order to go any further on this, I'm gonna have to take this all apart, the steering wheel, because there's actually some instructions on the inside. I gotta peel the plastic cover off the horn button, put the spring in there and get the horn button working and stuff. So, okay, I've had it back up once again. I've also discovered I was supposed to, there's a plastic clip that's in there, it's spring loaded, and this is the stock one. I got to put this short one in to make this whole setup work, because I just realized all the other time I've done this wrong. I've ended up taking this off and cutting it down, so that's the wrong way to do it. I'm gonna put this clip in and discovered something new. Now, instead of taking this clip off and replacing the clip, I'm replacing this whole wire with the new wire that came with the kit. And this is the wire you need to make the horn work the right way. Honestly, I don't know how I rigged this shit up back in the day, because I don't remember using any of this stuff and still having my horn to work. But I'm gonna try to do it the right way this time and see what happens. Alright, I found the source of the problem. I realize now why I never used the wire that came with the Grant steering wheel kit. Some pieces you can use, some pieces you can't. I hooked this wire up. Well, I hooked this wire up, the old wire, back in. It worked for sure. The new wire, The new wire, I don't know what's up with it. It don't work. Pretty much what I had to do. I cut the end off of this wire, the Grant wire kit that came with it, and stuck it on this green original wire, and I put the shorter plug. Usually when I do this, like I said earlier, I don't even usually use this wire, and I figured out why. I usually end up just using all the stock stuff and just taking this piece off and cutting it in half. Because for some reason the Grant wire that came with it will not fit all the way down in there far enough to where it touches the contact and makes the horn work. So I basically had to modify. Either way, I wanted this plug in because it fits right into the plug of the Grant. It go on the ring, the horn ring. It fits right in there. And the old plug, it doesn't fit in between the seats, but it's a lot bigger. So that's what I had to do. I'm just going to wrap some black electrical tape around this, and it should be all good. Well, I know how to do it because when I put this in and touch the wire here, the horn does work. So I know it's going to work, so that's what has to be done. You have to do a little modifying. It ain't just, you know, plug and play like they say in the instructions. It never is. I also figured out why the horn didn't work in my truck. There's a little, like, it almost like a piece of foil, little gasket that I came with the kit that I didn't have in there. Now that I got it in there and I touched this thing, it's pretty much ready to go. Today's project is completed. I got my wood grain steering wheel on there. It's definitely not the best steering wheel Grant has to offer, but it's definitely not the worst. I decided to go with this, the black and walnut. This is almost like unclear coated wood. I mean, it's been stained, but it doesn't really have the clear coat. It's not real shiny like the rest of the Grants I've had in the past are. I think it looks good in the car. I think the old rustic look looks pretty good because it goes with the, you know, the rest of the old worn out interior, so it doesn't really look that, it almost looks, you know, at home in there. I think it does look better in the stock. The newest part added to the car. That's all I'm trying to do right here, you know. I post these videos and show you guys every process, every step of the way. Best advice I can give you guys is just, you know, don't burn yourself out. Don't try to work on your car every day. Just take it one step at a time. You know, try to reach your goals without any stress, without any problems, without any drama. If I can do that, then it's all good. You know, that's the only thing I'm trying to do. I'm on a stress-free plan. Just trying to reach my goals with this car one step at a time. But that's it. 100 Spoke Riders, signing out.